The war was won not just on the front lines, not just in the air. The war was won right here at the manufacturing facilities. Soviet Union received over 14,000 aircraft from the United States, 10,000 of which came from Buffalo area. Russian airplanes, especially Russian fighter planes, were designed and optimized for two raw parameters: speed and maneuverability. When American airplanes arrived, they possessed more space, better controls, state-of-the-art instrumentation, navigational instruments would make it possible and easy for a pilot with average flying qualifications to master these planes very quickly and fight very successfully.
Well, if there's anything in our mission, it is to preserve significant history. Christopher Knapp, the chief conservator of the British Imperial War Museum in Duxford, England. He sought me out at a recent conference specifically to say, I think you people have acquired one of the most remarkable artifacts ever recovered. It has the legacy of having the flight records and the logbook, important modifications that the Soviets had to put on it. There's a history on the pilot. He had 7 victories in the air. We know his name, and he was given a Hero of the Soviet Union's burial. Having all that knowledge, having its whole genealogy, if you will, and being back here where we got to conserve her and extract the history. Frankly, we have gotten some very serious support already for this. And we're looking for more because we had to make an enormous investment of our own money, which we could have kept to keep the lights burning, but we considered it more important that we save these things for posterity. The man who found it, Jim Pierce, the owner and operator of Warbird Finders of Great Britain, who has recovered 50 aircraft. He said to me in England when I visited him, if it were me, I would show it as it landed on the lake, which was a wheels-up landing, and a successful wheels-up landing. It's consistent with conserving the airplane as it is, conserving its history, extracting the data, and showing it as it was at the end of its journey, at least its flying journey. So that's our general notion of what to do with it, with a big emphasis on conservation and extraction of history.
I think this is a great celebration of the contribution that people of Western New York made to the war effort. People whose parents and grandparents built this very same plane. They're still in the area. I think this is an incredible opportunity for the people just to reflect on what their relatives, what their loved ones did to win the war.
It is a real tribute, living tribute, if you will, of the tremendous effort put out by Western New York in World War II as part of the overall nation's and the Allies' efforts. Marshalling of that forces in World War II to ultimately produce 30,000 aircraft for America and its allies. That's 10% of the aircraft production in the United States. That's why this airplane is a tribute to those efforts in those times.